Hey guys, Cassandra here, aka the Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com, which is my blog. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited because I was inspired to share this message with you, just because this is something that I've been working on and I've been able to find a good pace with it. So in the post description, I am talking about hitting the grind. I'm talking about how if you're an entrepreneur or simply just somebody who's gone after a goal, whether it's to get good grades or, work in your job, whatever the case may be, you know what it's like to hit the grind. You know what it's like to put in the time and the effort, possibly the money, in order to achieve that which you seek. But sometimes we kind of get a little too into this vision, right? It's called the 24/7 hustle, where you are hustling 24/7, right? You're just always on. The thing about this, guys, is that can be very daunting. It can be very exhausting. And, we as human beings just weren't made for that type of lifestyle. So I wanted to share this with you. This was a struggle that I had for a while. And like I said, I feel like I'm getting in a groove now and that I'm able to better focus on things and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started and share with you what I'm going to share. So, all right then. 24/7 hustle. I'm going to share with you what I have thought about to be the problems or obstacles or opportunities for growth, right? As well as the benefits of having the 24/7 hustle mindset or, lifestyle. So what's wrong with the 24/7 hustle? First of all, this type of hustle does not allow you any rest. I am not kidding when I say that we as a creature on this earth are not meant to be working all the time. You are meant to have a seventh day of rest. Whether you believe in the Christian Lord or whoever, you need that day of rest. You just need the rest. I don't have any, links or documentation to share with you right now, but there is research on this that has been done. I also heard it at a Danny Johnson show, so check her out. She's pretty cool, especially her war on debt stuff. So, no sleep. If you're a 24/7 hustle, you have no sleep, and you need sleep. Sleep is essential for your muscle building blocks. It's essential for your brain to filter out all of the things that happened to you that day. It is a process for you to be able to start creating your future as well. If you go to bed focused on your vision and your goal, you still have the 24/7 mindset, but you were telling your brain what you want to happen. And as you sleep, it will start working in some really mysterious ways to help you attract that and complete that which you are trying to accomplish. So optimal sleep is 7 to 8 hours. Yes, there's some people who can function on 6 hours, but I really don't believe that 6 hours is an acceptable amount of sleep for any person, because most people, if they don't need to have an alarm clock, will sleep about 7 hours. That's just like an average. Okay. So another thing that's wrong with the 24/7 hustle is friends may feel alienated. They don't get to see you as much. You don't really get out much, maybe except for important events like birthdays and celebrations, and, because somebody asked and you haven't seen them in a while and you just want to, right? So they may never get to see you. They may feel alienated from you. You may feel alienated, even though this is technically a conscious choice, right? You've decided to focus and hanker down and, take this season and reap the next season and, whatever. But you feel alienated because you've done that. You are taking a step out of your comfort zone and away from people you love, that you want to be with and that you want to spend time with. So you consciously make that choice, and it sucks sometimes, right? If you have a 24/7 hustle, again, we are not meant to be on all the time. We're just not. So you might have broken focus. You might have possible boredom. That's why it's essential to do it in increments. Don't try and do everything in like 5 hours, right? You have to be consistent and split it up and, make that time count, right? So, and a lot of times, most people, if they don't see results from this 24/7 hustle and, whatever the case may be, if they don't see results, most people quit. This is, again, just human nature. And if you want to succeed, you have to show the universe that you're going to overcome those obstacles and those opportunities for growth. So, all right. So benefits of a 24/7 muscle, 24/7 hustle mindset. Ooh, tongue tied. So I've talked about some problems, and really this isn't a bad mindset to have, but you have to live in the moment, right, guys? If you're talking to somebody and your mind's off somewhere else, even if it's on your vision of your future, you're not focused on the person in front of you, and that's disrespectful. So you can't really have a 24/7 hustle mindset, okay? So I've talked about the problems. Let's talk about the benefits. You're focused on your vision. If you are constantly thinking about something, you are constantly focused on it, and you're going to attract more of that into your life. It's the law of attraction, guys, right? So if you are constantly focused on the future that you seek and you take actions, it's going to come. Again, utilizing the law of attraction. That what you think about, you bring about. And this isn't hunky woo-woo weird story time. This is a real thing. Go ahead and pick up Dr. Joe Dispenza's book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Science is amazing. It explains how you can make things happen for you. It's awesome. So when you are focused on something, you will also get clarity on that which you seek. Because again, when you think about something and how can I not I can't, or, why would I, just when you think about negative things, right, you're going to attract that more of that to you. So if you think about how can I accomplish this? How could I do this? What are some possible ways for me to be creative and make sure that this happens? When you think in those terms and in those frames of mind, your brain will go to work and figure stuff out for you to be creative with, to make that happen. So again, you'll get clarity on that which you want to have happen. And you get, like I said, creativity. There are so many people who don't believe that they're creative, and I'm shocked because they have so many tools at their disposal, and they either just believe because somebody told them that they didn't have any talent, or that they could never accomplish what they sought, or whatever the case may be. People do not realize the incredible beings that they are. And again, when you focus on something, your brain will become more creative. It's a muscle. It's an incredible thing. And I've already rambled enough. So creativity, your mind goes to work on how to create that reality. So how to get a good business life balance. Okay, so create a plan. This is really important. If you don't have a blueprint or a map or something to get you to where you want to go, how are you going to know when you get there, right? How are you going to know how much further it is? What are the spots between A and B that you have to go to in order to get to that final destination, right? What is it that you have to do? So you got to create that plan. What do you want to complete this month? Have some big projects. You can start out small. If you finish everything halfway through the month, great. Start on your next month, right? Just keep going, stay consistent, constantly work on what it is that you want to accomplish. So once you've decided what you want to do in a month, break it down into each week. These are some ideas, by the way, from the 12-week year. Oh, I think it's Tim Ferriss. I will look it up and be sure to put it on my blog. So keep an eye out for that when I post about it. So break the things you want to do in a month down into weeks. And then for each week, determine what you want to do on each day. And again, guys, be consistent. If you try and do 4 hours one day and 0 the next, again, you're going to lose focus, because that 4 hours, you check your Facebook, you have some water, you have to use the rest. You find excuses to not do it. So you have to set a limit, and you have to spread it out throughout the week. If you have more time, great. But minimum, you have to do what you need to. And again, life happens, so you plan for that. So the more you get done in one day, the more you have scheduled and ready to go for those days that you can't. So there you go. All right. So break that down. Again, determine how much time you'll spend daily on it, and stay consistent, because consistency is key for any success. Be around your future campfire. I've said this many times before. If you are not around your campfire, whoever that campfire belongs to, maybe you want to learn more about Forex. You got to hang around people who are doing Forex, who are using Forex, who are making money with Forex if you want to, grow in that field. If you want to be a social media manager and have your own business and do all that stuff, you have to be around other entrepreneurs, other online marketers, and you have to be learning and implementing that which you learn. So be around your future campfire. The people you hang around that you want to hang around more in the future, if you hang around them now, they're your current campfire. They're the people that, understand your hustle and, want to see you get lifted up and things like that. If someone in your circle or your campfire is a dream stealer and tells you that you can't do something, or you're too old, or you're too young, or you don't have a degree, or whatever the case may be, get away from that campfire. That's not a good one. All right. So another thing, this is super important, especially when you have a spouse or a live-in loved one or somebody that you share a calendar with that wants to spend time with you, right? You have to talk to them about this. You have to sit down and say, okay, look, this is what I want to do. This is why I want to do it and why it's important to me. Let's talk about scheduling some time so that way we can do X, Y, and Z. I would love to start doing this with you, but I have to limit my time and make sure I can do all these other things, right? Because as you break the habit of being yourself, you have to form new habits. So talk to them about your schedule. Have them work with you to make sure that it's a good balance, because they are going to see your hustle too, and they're going to be worried that you're going to burn yourself out or whatever. You have to find a happy medium, and you have to work together because you're a team. Okay. So again, be flexible because life happens, right? So stick to your plan and realize that life happens. So again, as you're consistent and as you focus on getting the things accomplished that you need to get done, and if you can do more, great. The more you do in advance, the more you're going to have scheduled to be put out there and marketed for yourself or your business or whatever. And then those days that happen where you absolutely just can't get to a computer and do a blog post or a video like this or a quote image or whatever, it's already there. You have several days, if not weeks or more, ready to share with people this knowledge and this information you have, right? So stick to your plan. Remember, things happen, but be sure to get done that which you say you're going to do. Stick to your guns, stick to your commitments. Okay. Use a timer. I've done a video on this before too. If you don't use a timer, time will escape you. Okay. Time does not wait for anyone. You have to be the master of your time. If you want to start learning guitar and you want to start reading more, and you want to start working out more, you have to schedule this and you have to use a timer, or else you will just keep going until you get hungry or have to use the restroom. And then you're like, oh no, 3 hours have gone by. Don't do that to yourself. It's frustrating for you. It's frustrating for the people who want more of your time. Just be sure to use a timer when you are sitting down to accomplish some future goal. Okay. So last but not least, invest in yourself, guys, both time and money, and whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you're trying to get healthier, look around at people who are, sharing, their weight loss story or their, some free exercise material. See who it is you like, learn from them. Find someone who has what you want and do what they do. It's a very simple blueprint for success. Okay. So if you don't have the money, you better be watching every piece that person is talking about to do whatever it is you want to get accomplished. If you don't have the time, but you've got the money, well, you got to be paying somebody to do whatever it is that they're doing to get that success. Okay. So invest in yourself. It's better to invest in yourself so that you can grow your own skills, so that you can, be of more value to your marketplace than it is to spend money on somebody else doing it for you. Again, that depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So that's totally, your choice. So thank you so much for watching, guys. That was all I wanted to share with you guys today. My name is Cassandra. Again, my blog is www.ProsperousHeart.com, where I share tips, tricks, and trainings just like this one to help you live a more happy and prosperous life. And I'm pretty eclectic. I do stuff on makeup. I do stuff on online marketing and Facebook ads. So be sure to subscribe if you are watching this right now. Like this post. And if you want to learn more, there should be a subscribe button somewhere on this video here, and you will be alerted as to when I do my next live. If you're watching this anywhere else, please subscribe to whatever channel you're watching it, YouTube, my blog, I don't know. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. And share this if you think someone should hear it today, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to continue the conversation. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day. All right.